Hi, I'm Stuart from SOB LEADWORKS and welcome to the next video. Let's go and have a look, see what it's all about. So I'm working on this lovely property up in Surrey. So for today's video, what we've got to do is cap this bay window. There is also another stone portico to cap there. And there's a bay window on the end here, which I've already done. So I'll get the scaffold tower, move down to the other bay window and see what's going on. Okay, so I'm just up on this bay window now. So the first thing I'm going to do is get everything swept off, just to make sure that there's no loose stones or anything knocking around. You can already see some loose bits here. Once I've done that, I'm going to get some tile batten and I'm going to fill in this top edge. Ideally, what I would have liked to have done is filled this step in as well to make that all nice and square. The client has said he likes seeing some of this detail, so we'll just fill this top one in here. Once I've done that, I can start setting out some welts. Okay, that's all that top edge filled in now. A 50 by 25mm tile batten worked out pretty well. I just needed to plane a little bit off the back and a little bit off the top just to get that to sit nice and flush. I've also now set out where all the welts are going to be. What I've done is I've come from the corner 200mm to the centre of the welt. Same on that side there. And then we've got a welt bang in the middle of these two welts. So we've got another welt bang in the middle there. And then for the lower shelf, I've staggered the welts. So where this one falls, it's going to be the centre of this lower shelf. Same with this one here. And the same with that one on the end as well. So now we've got everything set out, let's start getting some lead on there. Okay, I'm doing pretty good at getting this lead shelf on now. So let's get the next piece knocked up. Okay, so we need 975. Let's see if we've got enough lead on that part roll. Yeah, I think we're okay. Oh, apart from someone's drawn on it. Never seen that before. How's that? That's weird. Right, are we going to be in luck? We need 975. No, that's right on that bit. Right, we've got another roll. I've honestly never seen that before. I've never rolled a bit of lead out to see someone written on it. Right. Let's try again. Right, we need 975. And we need no writing on the lead. Do you know what, I'm going to cut that off as well. Look at that. Brand new roll. That is rubbish. I'm going to take that off. That's terrible, look. Probably being anal, but that's me, unfortunately. 975. We can cut this down to 360. Just turn an inch either side. We're doing hook welts. There you are. There's lots of nice cars that go by here. One day.
How'd that sound?
Lots of Lamborghini Urus I've noticed. I think that's the right word. Seen a few Aston Martins, lots of Mercedes. Very nice. So I've got some pieces of lead here which I'm going to put in the welts. This is just 2 thicknesses, or a piece of lead folded in half. We're just going to dress that in there. And then when we turn the upstand up, we take this piece of lead out, and that's going to keep the welt open so we can hook the lead together. Do our upstand. In this case it's 125mm. Put a chalk line through there. It's right on the sticker, see if I can do that again. There we go. Right, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to notch out for the copper in that welt, and I'm going to do it now. I think it's easier to do it on the deck than when we get up there. It's just so when the copper goes in, if you don't do that, when you set the next welt in, you'll see the thickness of the copper in the welt. So if we just notch it back a little bit, so it's just recessed a little bit, we won't see that. Okay, that is now ready to go in. Okay, that's all the panels on through the front now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get that dressed down and trimmed, then I can get the sides on. Okay, that's the front dressed down and trimmed. I've also got the sides on too. So now that's on, what I'm going to do now is put some clips round and start getting the top capping on. Okay, I'm doing pretty good at getting this capping on. So let's get the next piece fitted. Okay, now that piece is on, I'll get the last piece on, and I can start dressing down the edges and getting them trimmed. Okay, I'm doing pretty good at getting these edges dressed down now. I've done both the sides, that's all dressed down and trimmed. Now I've done that, I'm going to work my way through the front and get all that down too. Okay, that's the outside edge dressed down and trimmed. Now that's done, I'll dress down the inside edge, get that trimmed too, then I can get the gussets welded in. Okay, that's all the inside edge dressed down and trimmed. I've also now welded in all the corners. So now that's done, what I need to do now is just trim this upstand a little bit, make sure that's all nice and level, and cut some flashings in on both sides. Okay, that's the flashings cut in now, and I've also just given it another coat of patination oil, so that is job done. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can check me out on Instagram at SOBLEADWORKS. For inquiries you can email sobleadworks@gmail.com. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hopefully catch you in the next. Cheers.